One thing I've noticed on my own spiritual journey, that I like to think of it as the things you read, the music you listen to, the shows you watch, the video games you play. Some of them have seeds of knowledge in them. I like to think of it as like fire seeds, right? I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Sailor Moon, but in there, basically the character in the game, the main character I used to play, she was like, the game was meant to help you wake up, like, speak to you. And that shit is, real. Like in my own life, I noticed I receive certain books at just the right moment. And when I read it, it just so happens to coincide with something I'm dealing with at that moment. And also, a lot of the things that I felt drawn to, they help me understand things later in life as far as it comes to the spiritual journey. And like, for instance, I remember at one of the places I used to work at, one of my customers was a philosophy teacher, right? And I was just, also, what are the odds that someone who's a philosophy professor at a college would just so happen to come up to me. But anyway, I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, I fuck with philosophy. But I was like, I don't know where to start as far as like books and shit. Cause I wasn't in school at this time, I was just living life. And he suggested this book, it's called like Philosophies on First Meditations by Rene Descartes. And that was like the beginning. He did tell me it would take a little bit to understand it. I tried to read it, like I genuinely tried. I think, but like just me trying, it already planted it. And then I sat it down, and then I didn't come back to it till a few months later. But in that time, I was doing other stuff for my spiritual development. And when I got back and finally began to read it, I was like, oh my God, like I really understand this shit now. Well, I understand it. And that's another thing when it comes to reading books. Ask your higher self for true understanding of what you're reading. And your journey is unique to yourself. So what resonates for you, what you feel called to, is going to be different for anyone else. Like, and let's say you on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and it's like a random song pop up, you might need to listen to it. Like, there might be lyrics in there that will resonate with you, but you have to be open to it. And of course, use your discernment. Not everything that pops up is going to be meant for you. That's why it's important to strengthen your intuition as well as your discernment.